Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah, amma ba'd. It was probably one of the closest basketball games I've seen in a while. The score was, I think, maybe 78, 79. And then bam, it cut to commercial break. And so everybody was like, it was a cliffhanger. So I'm picturing maybe everybody across the country was watching this game, this NBA game, this playoff NBA game. And the two teams that were playing, one of the players was in the commercial that came. And he was wearing a full dress, bright red lipstick, a blonde wig. And he was playing the mother of this family in this insurance commercial. And I'm sitting, my jaw almost hit the ground. I'm in awe. And amongst the people who I was with, it got a few chuckles. And once the game started going, I thought the announcer or somebody would crack a joke about it or say something about it, address this thing. And nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. This agenda of cross-dressing and homosexuality, whatever you want to call it, is slowly being crept into our society to the point where they want to make it so it's actually normal now. Now fast forward that to, I took my son to go see a children's cartoon. It was good, it was good subject matter. It was nothing racy or anything like that. But one of the characters showcased himself during the movie. And he came out, it was a singer, female singer. He was so tall and robust. And he had like a deep voice, and he would sing these songs and kick his legs up, and his legs had hair on them, and it was just strange. And I know my son asked me, he said, something strange about that character. I said, son, it's okay. People just look different. Everybody doesn't look the same. And as the movie progressed and progressed and progressed, this woman, supposedly, started to act more like a man to the point where he took his wig off and he was actually a man. A man who played a woman through most of the movie and at the end revealed himself. He was some kind of a lounge singer that was just doing it for money. And so my son, he asked me why. Why does this person have to dress up like a woman in order to fulfill his job specifications? And I said, son, that's an extreme situation. That's not normal. And it's not. For a man to psychologically be having problems to the point where he thinks he's a different gender, or he thinks women's clothes look better on him than men's clothes, that's a mental problem. That's not something we should sit and laugh at or anything like that. That's somebody who needs some help. But it is a problem when society is trying to pass that person off like there's nothing wrong with him. And other people are mimicking his behavior like that's cool. That's not cool. That's not cool. But unfortunately, if my son sees another film and the person is dressed like a woman, the man is dressed like a woman, it's going to be hard to convince him that this behavior is strange if he keeps seeing it over and over and over again. And that's what they do. They ease it in there. I think it was 1939. The film was Gone with the Wind. They showcased they showcased one of the first curse words. And it was one of the curse words that nowadays people would hear and be like, that's not a curse word. Because people dropping F-bombs, female dogs, all that just on regular TV. Now, but you see how it started with just one little curse word. Now look where it has ended up. I'm scared to see where this is going to end up. What is the end result of all of this that's happening? And for everybody that has a concern, there's somebody like, don't worry about it. But Allah says in the Quran, ثُمَّ لَتُسْأَلُنَّ يَوْمَئِذٍ عَنِ النَّعِيمِ. We will be asked on the day of judgment, how do we pleasure ourselves? How do we spend our free time? That's important. It may be the month of Ramadan, and you may be fasting all day, praying Tarawih all night, lowering your gaze, doing everything that you're supposed to do, and then when everybody is asleep, when nobody is around after you went hard your whole day, in your free time, you watch a haram movie. Maybe not even the whole thing, maybe just 10 to 15 minutes of it. Because you feel like you owe that to yourself. And it's just a little bit. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I'm going to ask you about that also. How did you pleasure yourself? And we cannot teach our kids that to pleasure yourself equates to something haram. Yeah, we fast, we pray, we do these things, but you can watch a rated R movie every once in a while. No. We are at fault. Our kids are not buying tickets, they're not driving themselves to the movie theater. Not at a young age. Not when we're responsible for their entertainment. We can't trust these ratings. G, PG, who's rating these films? Do they have the same moral compass as us? If they don't, we can't trust those ratings. And we can't sit back and say, hey man, it was supposed to be rated G, PG. It's a problem. If you see some little dainty cartoon characters and the film looks so happy, and it's rated PG. Parental guidance? Why do I have to be sitting with my kid to watch a movie that seems friendly? Then you look why it's rated PG and it says rude humor. What is this rude humor? It takes us back to where we were in the first place with the man dressed like a woman. That's rude humor. We have to take back the reins. Take them back. We take them back with our food. We wouldn't let our kids eat haram food or pork or anything like that. We would go the extra mile to go to a spot that's halal, even if we have to drive extra. It's the same way for the entertainment. We have to go that extra mile. We might not be able to just flick on the TV and have them watch something. We may have to order it. We may have to scroll, look through the internet for Islamic production companies that are producing halal entertainment and support them. We're not going to be able to find them at the movie theater. We're not going to be able to find them on cable TV. And there's nothing wrong with that. We have to teach them that those options are available for them. Empower them. Educate them. Who's going to do it? Because if we don't, they will steadily be fed a stream of haram. And people playing it off like it's normal.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.